Hi guys, it's Ryan here from the Private Banker. Just a quick recap for gold futures here. Just gonna go through what I saw on the day today and how I reacted. So first things first, I think something to point out is obviously we had this nice 26 point range yesterday, and we opened up right in the middle of this range, and we just saw rotational price action sort of behaviour here. So going into the sort of RTH pit open, which is 8:20 Eastern time on gold, what I saw was just a pretty much balance overnight. I mean, we see a slight imbalance to the sell side, but we just basically auctioned down to the value area low from yesterday's trade, and I started to establish a position here just before the open. I mean, this is the 8:20 gold open here, and you can see this is where we're trading, and we had news out at 8:30, so a lot more high risk on risk on this trade. But with gold and the way that I've traded it recently, I mean, if you're not sort of positioned for the news event and established your sort of risk on the trade, then most of the time you pretty much just miss the move, and sometimes that's just it for the day. So sometimes you have to get a little bit more aggressive with this market. Anyway, so again, so we just see rotational price action overnight down to the developing value area low, and it's pretty clear risk to me. So what I did is I started to establish a position from the 90s. So I started to get filled just into this first IB, sorry, the 1.5 standard deviation, and just before the news. Obviously the risk on the trade was below the overnight lows and the current Globex lows, which is obviously, like I said, the overnight lows. With expecting the market to continue to see rotational two-way trade. I mean, if we see an imbalance and a breakout, what I would have done with getting stopped on this market was just sell a pullback to developing value here. So like I said, started to establish a position into the 90s, and news came out, and we rocketed back up to the other side of the distribution of the balance on the Vwap, and tagging the 1.5 standard deviation and yesterday's point of control mean value, and we see this pullback to Vwap, where I started to add to the position, and we see this basically rotate up to the overnight high here, and this was the overnight high at 98.8, and we just 3-4 times we tried to break this level, and we just couldn't find any offer into the overnight and above the overnight highs, and we came back down to yesterday's VPUC, breaking the 1.5 standard deviation. I mean, in real time it looked like this could start to become out of balance, but I mean, on these sort of day types where we just open inside the previous day's range, inside of the previous day's value, we just expect the price action to be rotational. So until we see a breakout and an imbalance occur, then we just pretty much look to fade to the extremes of the market. Obviously the overnight high and the overnight low are the first references, important references going into the day. So once I saw this happen and we broke the 1.5 standard deviation, I basically just closed my position out here, and there was nothing really much to do the rest of the day. So pretty quick finish for the day here on gold. I mean, there was some more action on crude oil, but I'm not going to talk about it on this video. But this is basically what I saw. I mean, if we look at the initial balance for today, I mean, we just see that initial balance came in the first period, and we pretty much became rain bound for the rest of the day, as there was nothing else to do. Just another couple of things I'm going to add to show some context here regards what I was looking at this morning to lean off regards this trade, obviously into the news. I mean, what we have is this week's developing value. I mean, we see this nice sort of parabolic move up from the lows back into value on Monday, and then we just came back into balance. I mean, and then into the open today. I mean, this is where I started to establish a long, again the 90s, so it's a low, the value low from last week, and it's this week's developing value area low. So just some more sort of context to lean off here to make me feel a bit more comfortable taking this position into this news event. Yes, that's pretty much all I saw today. Not much else to do. I mean, once that's sort of finished, I mean, you could have sort of gone for a mean reversion here, I suppose, back down to Vwap, but like I said, I didn't really expect too much on the day today with the current day type that we had going into the market this morning. Obviously this can change through the day. I mean, we could have seen someone come and lift the offer or bid it down and change the context of the situation, but that's pretty much what I saw today. Still very balanced here, still it's very rotational, and again, I mean, this is what we see overnight, and then this was into the open today, and so we just literally just tagged, just held that overnight low, and like I said, that was the risk on this trade. So if we just merge these last 2 days together, we can just see where the average price is and where value is being established in this current market. I think not really much else to report here. Covered pretty much everything in my video on Monday, so just see where we're going. But I mean, as you can see, we just keep forming these tight sort of tight balances. We sort of move and then we sort of consolidate, we move again to the next sort of area, and we're just seeing some overlapping sort of balance coming into the market here. So it's hard to say where we're heading, but still on the yearly, we're just sitting basically at the mean price for this year. So like I said in my video on yesterday, we're just very balanced in this market at the minute with no real sentiment or direction. So until that changes, just have to play it by ear as we come in every day. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, please ask, and please visit the forum and the website at theprivatebanker.com. Cheers, take care, and goodbye.